And a long prison sentence for two men who committed New Mexico's most notorious hate crime. Good afternoon, I'm Kim Baez. 2 of 3 men who branded a swastika on a developmentally disabled man went before a federal judge today for sentencing. It was a crime that not only drew national attention, but made history. News 13's Scott Daniels is live in the Newsplex with the story.
Kim, it was the first case of its kind. The 2 Farmington men were prosecuted and convicted under 2009 Federal Hate Crime Act. Their next stop, prison.
And I think we don't have to be facing this tragedy no more.
Vincent Key and his family are glad to have this chapter in their lives behind them. They've waited over a year and a half to see redemption for this. Key is a Navajo with mental disabilities. His tormentors, Paul Beebe, Jesse Sanford, and another man, lured him into a Farmington apartment, shaved a swastika into his head, drew hate speech on his body, and branded a permanent swastika into his arm. Last July, Beebe and Sanford entered an Alford's plea, which means they admitted there was enough evidence for a conviction but did not admit guilt. The feds accepted their plea because it would be too hard to prove Key was kidnapped. Each faced up to 10 years in prison, but under the plea deal, Beebe was sentenced today to 8.5 years and Sanford to 5.
We forgive.
Key's mother sat in federal court with her son listening while Beebe and Sanford faced them to apologize. But when the defense and even the judge brought up the topic that a swastika used to be a Native American symbol before the rise of the Third Reich, Key and his family felt disgusted.
The swastika, that has nothing to do with the Native American.
That's not us.
We don't know anything about those swastika sign. We have no knowledge of it.
They are happy with the sentences. Key, who said he was getting nightmares after the incident, spoke to the court with great conviction, telling how he loves his Navajo nation and loves his people.
I'm okay. I didn't get scared.
According to the U.S. Attorney's Office, the third man, 29-year-old William Hatch, pled guilty to conspiracy to commit a hate crime and is awaiting sentencing. Back to you.
Okay, thanks, Scott. Now, a jury last year convicted William Hatch of state charges for conspiracy to commit aggravated battery. He was sentenced to a year and a half in prison. Beebe and Sanford took plea deals from the state as well, and they are awaiting sentencing on those.